snaps. I don't think he's exactly the same type of receiver as Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah.
There aren't a lot of guys on the planet that are like Brandon Aiyuk, but he is a good route runner. He is a good yak guy.
Correct.
And he's a little physical on top of that. So I'm hoping he can get healthy. He would immediately boost in fantasy to being somebody that people are going to take near the double-digit rounds if this trade goes through.
A guy I want to talk about, and we were talking about this upstairs, Juwan Jennings, the hero in the Super Bowl for San Francisco. They've been really talking him up this offseason. Now, I think a part of that is because they were on the fence with Brandon Aiyuk, trying to decide whether he was going to sign an extension or whether he was going to get traded. But Juwan Jennings has been there for a long time. He's been biding his time. And again, we saw what he can do in the Super Bowl. So I would also think that he would probably get an uptick too, especially if Ricky Pearsall is hurt right now.
Yes, that's the thing. If Pearsall isn't ready, Juwan Jennings, they definitely trust him there. The coaching staff trusts him. Brock Purdy trusts him. That's somebody that fantasy managers could just slide on the bench with like their last pick.
Correct.
On draft day. No one's drafting Juwan Jennings. Put him on your bench and see what you get out of him for the first couple weeks of the season.
And finally, the obvious ones, Debo, Kittle.
This is great news for Debo and Kittle, because one of the biggest issue is, yeah, we love these guys. They're productive. They can put up huge numbers. There's too many mouths to feed in San Francisco. Well, now if one of those mouths is being replaced by a rookie or by Juwan Jennings, who half of everybody watching has never heard of until right now, this is a good thing. Debo Samuel's targets are going to go up. We know he's going to get carries on top of that, especially with Christian McCaffrey maybe easing back into action to begin the year. No one wants to hear that about McCaffrey, but I think that could happen. So Debo would be a top to what? That's the guy who's going to replace Aiyuk in my rankings and be someone that we could consider taking as soon as late round 2, early round 3 in full PPR leagues. And Kittle, man, his stock is going to rise. Last year we saw his target volume really shrink because Aiyuk wasn't there. Now they can lean on George Kittle again. Fantasy managers would look at these rankings. There's no way. I love Dalton Kincaid. I think he could be the #1 target getter in